hook this context to our app, what we need to do, we need to do the same for our cut count, because we need to get our cut count as soon as we run the application. Even if we are not logged in, our cut count, we need to have this badge as 0. Right? So to do that, the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to have variables here. So we're going to have the car count, and we're going to have set cut count. Initially, it's going to be 0. Right, so we need to go ahead and have our cut count provider here to have our context. So we need to go to context. We have our cut count context here already. So we just need to hook it up. So we do the same. We're just going to copy, and we copy. We need to change the name to cut count. And we're going to change the one underneath here. Okay, so we don't have this as yet, but let's just go ahead and take care of our cut count and set cut count. Not set address, but cut count, like that. But we need to import our context. So we're just going to use the same mechanism that we used before. We get cut count context. So this is supposed to be cut count context. So here, that means we need to change our name from cut count to cut count context. Okay, and we're going to do the same for this one. Okay, so right now we do have our context. So if we come to any page and just print our context is supposed to be 0, because that's our initial value. But we're going to use our cut count context inside of this bottom tab. Okay, so we need to visit our bottom tab. We need to come to navigation, bottom tab. Right on top, we need to go ahead and just uncomment this. Okay, and we need to import these two. So first, let's just re-import use context and import cut count context. Let's see whether we do have it or not. Yes, we do. So if we come here and we just log cut count, we should get it as 0. We should get our value as 0 here. Okay, so we're returning 0. So everything is working fine. So initially, when we made this badge, our count, we just put as 0. We didn't hook it up to cut count context. So let's go to our badge. It should be right here with our cart. This text component that we have here, we have 0, but it should be cut count context. Okay, so that's our context. So let's take, for example, our context is equals to 2, something like that. Then our badge number should be 2. So if we initialize it as another value, let's say 5, right? So here it should be 5 as well. So let's take it back. Let's get it back to not to 1, but to 0, like that. So that's going to be our context. So right next, what we're going to do, we want to display our categories down here. If we press these categories, we want to just create the flight list that we're going to display down here, and the logic to the function that we're going to use. So we can close this for now. We can close the profile. We can close the login page index. We can close this. Our main focus is going to be on the home page. So we're going to open the home page. We have nearby restaurant. So this is the view that we need to hide whenever we click on these. Okay. On the category. So in order for us to do that, we're going to just set a logic. So here, if selected category is not equal to null, and selected section is not equal to null. Is not equal to null, then we're going to go ahead and display something. So what we're going to do, we're going to just have a header first. So we can copy this header and we can paste it in here. Okay. It looks like we do have some kind of a problem. So our problem, these ones, they're supposed to be in the same logic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this and I'm going to put it right here. Okay, like that. So our error is gone. So if these values are not null, then we're going to display whatever is here, whatever we are rendering here. Else we're going to display this page nearby, try something new, something like that. Okay. So down here, we can cut this. We want a view first because we want to wrap everything in a column. So here we're going to say browse. It's supposed to be browse. And we need to name the category. We need the name of the category that we're browsing through. Okay, we need to put a $sign. So in here, we're going to put a selected value. Okay, like that. So let's take, for example, here we're browsing curry. So that's going to be our title, our heading. And then down here, we're going to have a flat list that's displaying all the foods and stuff. Okay. So if we click again, then we're going to revert back to this page. So next, we're going to just go ahead, create a component, and we have to give it a name. We're going to call it home category. Home categories, and it has to be a JSX file. Okay, let's get rid of another dot here. After that, we're going to create our component in here with style. So inside, we're going to go ahead. Here we need a flat list, but anyhow, we need to take care of our loading time. And that's something that we are going to do when we are putting our, when we're implementing our REST API. Because if data is loading, then we should display something to show that the data is loading. And then after the data has been loaded, then we can just go ahead and render our components. But first, let's go ahead and take care of the flat list. And so right inside, we're going to have a view, and this view, we're going to give it a style. We're going to style everything in here. So the first thing that we need to do is to give it a margin left. So we're going to give it ML. We're going to give it a margin left of 12. And we're also going to give it a margin bottom of 10. So we need MB. Give it a margin bottom of 12. And we need to return a flat list. So make sure that the flat list has been imported right on top. And you close it since it's a closed component. So in our flat list, we're going to require a data prop. So for starters, I'm going to use UI data dot foods. Okay. Show horizontal scroll indicator. We need to set this prop to false. All right. After setting it to false, we need to go ahead and have our key extractor. So for our key extractor, we're going to have the item. And then we're going to take the item underscore ID. Item dot underscore ID. Okay. ID, not underscore v. Like that. Right after that, we need style. So for style, it's going to always remain the same. We're going to have margin top, and we're going to give it a margin top of 10 this time, not 5. We need to disable the scroll. Okay. The scroll enable, we need to make it to false. All right. After that, we need to render our component. So we're going to render a food category food component. It's going to be provided for you. I'm not going to design it from scratch. But here we're going to render it in a different way. We're not going to put our item here, but we're just going to have render category item. Okay, like that. That's what we're going to render. So we need to create this as a function right on top. So we're going to have const and then our name. So in here, we're going to take in an item. Yeah, okay. So here equals, we're going to take in an item, and then we're going to put our component in here. Okay.